My warmest greetings to all the attendees of the Cyber Guardians PH 2nd National Youth Leadership Summit on Safer Cyberspace with the theme Empowering the Youth Through Cybersecurity and the Community. We, the Council for the Welfare of Children, or CWC, recognize the urgency in eradicating the proliferation of all forms of sexual abuse, violence, and exploitation committed against children, especially with the use of Information and Communications Technology, or ICT. Republic Act number 11930, or the Anti-Online Sexual Abuse or Exploitation of Children and Anti-Sexual Abuse or Exploitation Materials Act, was passed with provisions effectively addressing the gaps of other child-related abuse laws, and thereby strengthening the protection, prevention, deterrence, and intervention in all situations of online sexual abuse and exploitation. This law provides broader definitions that cover almost everything that must be considered in order to broaden the reach of its application. An example would be the application of law not only to persons below 18 years of age and those over but are unable to fully take care of themselves or protect themselves, but also to a person regardless of age but is represented, depicted, or portrayed as a child. The provisions of this new law also has extraterritorial application, giving our courts jurisdiction to prosecute offenders even if the crime was committed outside the Philippines and whether such acts constitute an offense in the country where it was committed. I would also like to highlight that in cases involving Usec and CSIM, an affidavit of desistance executed by the victims or their parents or legal guardians will not cause the dismissal of the case. Further, any act that will unduly pressure the victim to execute an affidavit of desistance is punishable under this law. As part of the IRR committee, the CWC signifies its commitment in strengthening the mandatory services to victims of child abuse by pushing towards the inclusion of remote counseling as one of the forms of counseling that would be provided to the victims of Usec and CSIM. Rest assured that the CWC is one with the Cyber Guardians PH in fulfilling the mission of not only raising awareness against online sexual abuse, cyberbullying, and other forms of cyber threats, but also in adopting initiatives, programs, or structures for the protection of children against the dangers of cyberspace. Muli, isang makabatang araw po sa ating lahat.